Welcome to all of you in 12th business study. Now, today we will do one chapter of business study, that is staffing. Under this chapter, staffing, we will do meaning of staffing, importance of staffing, staffing process, components of staffing, recruitment, selection, training and development, and methods of training. Now we will start with the meaning of staffing. Meaning of staffing is finding the right person for the right job, having the right qualification, doing the right job at the right time. Success of any organization does not depend upon the physical and financial resources, but it depends upon the utilization of these resources by human resources. So, hardworking, efficient people are most important asset of an organization. The key to success of any organization is right person at the right job position. So, the main function of staffing is to do manpower planning, recruitment, selection, training, compensation, promotion, and maintenance of managerial personnel. Now we will do need and importance of staffing. Under this, the main work of staffing is obtaining competent personnel. Students, by this function, we needed to fill the job position. There will be no use of job position unless and until these are occupied employees, and is through staffing function only that employees are appointed to fill the vacant jobs. Next is high performance. Whenever we give training to the employees, at that time show their high performance in the organization, and by this they achieve the enterprise as well as their own objective. So they do the best utilization of resources of the organization. Next step is continuous growth. By appointing efficient staff, staffing ensure continuously survival and growth of the enterprise as organization grows with the efforts of its employees only. Your next point is optimum utilization of human resources. Through manpower planning and job analysis, we can find out the number of employees and type of employees required in the organization. So, there are no chance of overmanning and underutilization of personnel. Next is improve job satisfaction. Staffing function does not end only with the appointment of employees. It includes training, promotion, compensation, etc. All these activities help in motivating the employees and boost up the morale of the employees. Then student, our next topic is staffing process. Staffing process start with the estimating manpower requirement, and then in this manpower requirement we do three work. One is workload analysis, second workforce analysis and comparison, both to find out the requirement of employees which are required in the business. After that, we do recruitment, then selection, then after that placement and orientation, training and development, and performance appraisal. Students, always you need to write process of each and every chapter in the sequence, because process is the step to step activity which are performed in the organization. And students, we have one more important thing: wherever staff authorities are not there in companies, those are of small size and they don't have human resource department, then they do more two functions, that are promotion and career planning and compensation of the employees. So their work is divided into two more steps after these 6 steps. So one by one now we will do these in detail. Firstly, I will clear to you what is the meaning of staffing is referred as both line as well as staff activity. It is referred as line activity because like other function such as planning, organizing, directing, controlling, staffing is also performed by every manager. It is a staff activity because it is an important area of management, and also like marketing management, financial management, we have human resource management department also in large organization. So we will do now their work which they perform in their department by staffing manager. Your first function, estimating manpower requirement. Under this, your staff officer or HR manager perform the workload analysis. Under workload analysis, he making inventory of current human resources in term of qualification, training and skills. After that, he do the workforce analysis. Under workforce analysis, he assess the future human resources needed of all the departments. So he just make estimate how many persons are required in future, right? Then after that, in workforce analysis, existing workforce and employees already occupying the job position is decided. Then after that, he make the comparison what is the total need and whatever existing we have at that time, and by this he come to know the overstaffing and understaffing problem of the employees in the organization. If our workload analysis is greater than workforce analysis, it means we have a overstaffing and we will remove it by transfer. And if our workload is more and workforce which we have is less, at that time we will recruit more people to do the job in the organization. After that, students, we have next topic, that is your recruitment. All of you know that what is the meaning of recruitment. It refers to the process of including the people to apply for job in the organization. After assessing the number and type of employees required, manager try that more and more people should apply for job so that organization get more choice and select better candidate. Students, we have two sources of recruitment: internal source of recruitment and external source of recruitment. Company uses this method as per their requirement. After that, we have a selection is choosing the most suitable candidate to fill the vacant job position. The selection is done through a process which involves test and interviews. Your selection involve many written tests conducted by company, and group discussions are also conducted by company to select the employees. Selection is known as negative process because in this selected candidate are less than rejected candidate. We do more rejections in this. The main objective of selection are to select best among the available, to make selected candidate realize that how seriously things are done in the organization. After that, we have a placement and orientation. Under this, students, whenever person is selected, then we give him his job position. That is known as placement. Placement refer to occupying a post by the candidate for which he is selected. After selection, employee is given appointment letter and is asked to occupy the vacant job position. After that, orientation is there. Orientation means when we introduce the organization to the employee, that is known as orientation. This work is done by a senior officer, senior manager, or one training can be also conducted by company for some time for the purpose of orientation. Our next step is training and development. Under training and development, to improve the competence of employees and to motivate them, it is necessary to provide training and development opportunity for employees so that they can reach to the top and keep improving their skill. After that, students, we have performance appraisal. Under performance appraisal, under performance appraisal, your manager compare your performance with the standard fixed by organization. Person those who performed well, they are promoted, and person those who are not doing as per the performance required, training is given to them, and sometime transfer also done under this process. Now I just told you, if we don't have HR department, then the two more function will be performed by your manager. These are promotion and career planning. In this, promotion refer to being placed at a higher job position with more pay, job satisfaction and responsibility. And compensation, your compensation means price for the job, right? In this company offer direct and indirect payments to the employees. Direct payment we have in the form of cash, and indirect payment we have in the form of different facilities offered by company to the employees. After that, students, we have your main topic, that is recruitment. Then students, what is the meaning of recruitment? Recruitment means inducing or attracting more and more candidate to apply for vacant job position in the organization. Recruitment is the positive process because in this company increase more and more number of person for a vacant job position in the organization, so company can select good number of person from the pool of employees. Now we have sources of recruitment. Student, we have two sources of recruitment: internal source of recruitment and external source of recruitment. Internal source of recruitment means whenever company take employees from within the organization from the existing employees. It means in this company filled the vacant position by the help of transfer and promotion, and no outsider are permitted in the internal source of recruitment. Now we an external source of recruitment, whenever we give advertisement or we stimulate the person to apply for job from outside in the organization for vacant position, that is known as your external source. Under internal source of recruitment, internal sources refer to inviting candidate from within the organization, and following are important sources of internal recruitment. Your first is transfer. Then, what is the meaning of transfer? Transfer means staff shifting of employees from one job position to other at the same level of authority. Generally, with the transfer, there is no change in compensation level and authority level. There is no change even in his rank, responsibilities, prestige. only place of working is changed. From it means we are shifting person from purchase department to sales department, from sales department to accounting department, or from storage department. Like this we transfer him on horizontal level. After that we have it refers to shifting an employee to a higher job position, carrying higher responsibility, prestige, facilities, and pay. In this, your person enjoy higher rank with higher salary. And example, promotion of clerk to accountant post. After that we have layoff. Layoff means to recall the temporary worker for work is called layoff, who were temporarily separated from organization due to lack of work. After that, students, we have advantage of internal source of recruitment. Your first advantage is it improves the motivation of employees. It motivates the existing employee. After that, internal recruitment also simplify process of selection and placement. And after that, no wastage of time on employee training and development. Filling of job internally is cheaper. It's very economical source of employing the person. After that we have limitation of internal source of recruitment. Under limitation, no fresh new ideas will come in the organization. There will be limited choice, not suitable for few or new organization, and frequent transfer may reduce the productivity of employees. These are the some disadvantages and demerits of internal source of recruitment. After that, students, we have an external source of recruitment. When candidates from outside the organization are invited to fill the vacant job position, then it is known as external recruitment. It means in this type of recruitment, we select the person from the outside for vacant job position. Now we have a sources of external source of recruitment. Your first is direct recruitment. Under direct recruitment, a notice at the gate of their office or factory is pasted by company for vacant job position. People who are interested in those jobs walk in for interview. This method of external recruitment is most suitable for unskilled job position, right? After that we have your next source of recruitment is casual callers. Many reputed business organizations keep a database of unsolicited application in their office. This list can be used for recruitment. So student, what is the meaning of this? Generally large organization maintain an application file in which they keep all the pending application which the job seeker leave with the reception, and whenever need arises, company take the application and call the candidate for the vacant job position. After that we have a advertising. Advertising is the mass media or by which we call more number of persons for more job position vacant in the organization. It means whenever we need to hire more employees, at that time we use advertisement. Advertisement is also used as per the nature of the person or candidate required in the organization. If you want appoint accountant, then you will give advertisement in chartered accountant journal. If you want unskilled and lower rank job position, then you will give advertisement in regional paper. And but you want person with high rank, high qualification, and at a high rank, right? At that time you will give advertisement in national newspaper like this Tribune, Hindustan Times, right? And some commercial magazines also you can give this advertisement. After that, students, we have employment exchange. Your employment exchange are divided into two parts: your private employment exchange and government employment exchange. These both type of employment exchange do the same function, right? And in this, the procedure of doing work is the job seeker leave their biodata and detail of their qualification with the employment exchange, and when organization approach employment exchange, the suitable candidate are sent by these exchanges. Government exchange, they didn't charge any fees for this, but private placement agencies, they charge commission for this services. After that, students, we have a campus recruitment, and labor contractor can be used for the purpose of recruitment in campus interview. Sometimes senior manager of the organization visit various professional colleges, technical institute to get fresh graduates and people with the latest technology know-how. This type of recruitment is more common for engineers, computer program, MBAs, etc. It means professionals are appointed by this method and directly company take them from their universities. Next our is recommendation of present employee. In this we tell to our present employee if vacant position is there, they call their relative and friends. Labor contractor provide the large number of unskilled workers whenever we have a requirement of employees. Advertisement of television, this is a new method which are followed by some company to fill their vacant job position. Web publishing, under this we get registered online if we want any job in particular company, and this for this they charge services. After the students, we have a merits of external source of recruitment. First merit is qualified personnel. By external source we get the qualified person, right, in the organization. Then wider choice, in this fresh through external recruitment organization gets wider choice. They just select the person from the pool of recruited employees. Fresh talent, and with external recruitment fresh and new talent come to the organization. Competitive separate increase in present employees, existing employees and new employees. And after that we have a limitation of external source of recruitment. Under this, dissatisfaction among existing employees. The morale of existing employees goes down because they know that new higher rank will be filled by the new employees only. So they didn't take interest in their work. Costly process, it included time of managers, and on advertisement also companies spent too much money, and it slow down the process of working process of company also. After that, it's a lengthy process. Whenever we needed employees immediately, at that time external source will not work because it included more time to appoint a new person in the organization. So students, we have done up to recruitment, and in my next video I will teach you selection, training and development.